Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and thank you for joining me for another tutorial. We are going to be creating a card like this using our lovely large toadstool. So I've got the dinkles here, I've got a number of different colours. We've got the lime divine, the burnt orange and the mustard seed. And we're going to be using that for our lovely background. So I've got some masking sheets that I've cut out the initial toadstool. Let's pop that over there. But first of all, I need to stamp the mushroom down onto the Multifarious card. So I'm going to use the fallen leaves, which is a really nice sort of dark sort of mushroom colour. Make sure it's completely covered. And I'm going to pop that down just off centre. Give it a good press. Let it rest a while. Let the ink soak into the card. There we have it. First I will mask off, so just covering that toadstool up again. Give that a smooth over. I don't think that's going to move now. And now I'm going to start stamping. I've got my slender mushrooms here. So I'm going to use the fallen leaves, so inking up. I'm going to start bobbing a few of those about. Got some small leaves. Just change the angle of your stamp so that it doesn't look too repetitive. So now I'm going to use our lovely dinkles. I'm going to just tap over the top. This is the burnt orange. And we're going to use a bit of the lime divine. And now I'm just going to bring it to life. Now if you feel you haven't got enough colour on, you know you can add more. So I'm going to leave it do its own thing. I've got a kitchen towel here just to mop up any of the excess. Let's dry that off. Now if we wanted a little bit more colour, I've got some sepia here. I might just add a touch more, make it a bit more vibrant. There we go. So dry that off again. Keep on bringing more and more of that lovely colour in from the dinkles until it's achieved our sort of desired effect. I'm going to just take this off now. So now I'm going to add a little of the fallen leaves using the small stencil brush. And what I'm going to do is just again build up a little bit of depth around the edge. And by adding that darker colour down this side, it makes it look like the light is coming in from this side. And you can start to see how three-dimensional it's starting to look. It's quite effective. So just remember, keep to one dark side and then the lighter side. So I'm going to change my brush. And I've got Sundance. This is a really bright, happy colour. So if we want to define the edges a little more, what I'm going to do is use a paintbrush. I've got Truffle, which is quite a nice dark colour, and then you can just give it a little bit of depth. Just define that edge a little more. Just making it stand out again. You don't have to use these colours, you can use whichever colours you like. So I've got our yellow glitter Posca pen, and I'm just going to go along the edge. It's just such a lovely colour, this. It really does look like the sun is shining down on this side. It's really nice and glittery. You can see that. Okay, I'm going to dry that off. Okay, so I've got our white Posca here. We're just going to highlight some of the areas down at the bottom here. And some of the spots on the toadstool. Again, it's always worth paying attention to the detail. It really does make all the difference. Just take your time. Take your time and enjoy it. So lastly, I'm going to use the Stickles. This is Mercury Glass. And I'm going to add a little bit of the glitter down at the bottom here. So I've kept a pressure on the Stickles and I'm just dragging it from the bottom. I don't want big sort of heavy lines, so just drag it and you'll get little areas that are covered. And then I'm going to just pop a little along the edges and of the toadstool. Just to finish that off. And there we have our lovely card. By using the dinkles, it gives us a lovely colourful background, and you can see on both of those how different they look, even though it's the same technique. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves anyway. Go on and have a play with the dinkles, they are so much fun. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.